Greetings students, in this video we will revise chapter 2 New Kings and Kingdoms. First we will read the glossary to understand various terms used in the chapter. First is Samanta. A Samanta is a subordinate chieftain or warrior under a king. That means a Samanta is a person who works under the king. Clan. Clan social group is known as clan. Tripartite. Something consisting of three parts is known as tripartite. Adduct. Adduct is an order or command. Mandalam. A Chola province was known as a mandalam. Nadu. The Chola province or the mandalam were further divided into districts. They were known as Nadu. Ur. Ur is an village assembly. Now let us read in brief about the chapter. After the death of Harshvardhan in 647 CE, his empire broke up and it is divided into several small states that fought with each other. Eventually, the northern and western parts of India were taken over by the Rajputs. The Rajputs resisted the advance of Arabs and Turks and were politically dominant between the 8th and 12th century CE. The Turkish ruler Mahmud of Ghazni attacked India many times between 1010 CE and 1026 CE and took back much wealth with him. Muhammad Ghori, who was the governor of Ghazni in Afghanistan, defeated Prithviraj Chauhan in the Second Battle of Tarain. The Second Battle of Tarain was held in 1192 CE and Muhammad Ghori then established his rule in India. The Rashtrakuta Empire was established by Dante Durga in 753 CE. It included large parts of southern, central, and northern India. The Cholas rose to power in the second half of the 9th century CE in South India. The administration system of the Cholas had a combination of a strong center and autonomous village council. There was an efficient system of local self-government. So let us now do the multiple choice question. First one is, after the death of Harshvardhan, the Deccan was ruled by options Rajputs or Rashtrakutas and Chalukyas or Pandyas and Cholas or Palas. So when Harshvardhan died in 647 CE and his empire broke up, in the course of time parts of north and western India were taken over by the Rajputs. So here the correct option is A, Rajputs. Next, the dynasty of Gurjars Pratihars was established by options Nagabhatta first, Bhoj first, Prithviraj Chauhan or Raja Bhoj. So, Gurjar Pratihars came to India at the end of 5th century CE. They established their kingdoms in Punjab and southern Rajasthan, and it was Nagabhatta first who established the Pratihar dynasty and took control of Ujjain. So here the correct option is A, Nagabhatta. Now the third one is, in the second battle of Tarain, Prithviraj Chauhan, options are defeated Muhammad Ghori, was defeated by Mahmud of Ghazni, or defeated Mahmud Ghazni, or was defeated by Mahmud Ghori. So we know that there were two battles of Tarain. In the first battle of Tarain, Prithviraj challenged and defeated Muhammad Ghori, while in the second battle of Tarain, Prithviraj was defeated by Ghori. So here the correct option is D. Prithviraj Chauhan was defeated by Muhammad Ghori. So correct option is D. Was defeated by Muhammad Ghori. Next question is, the Paramas of Malwa were finally defeated by options are Alauddin Khilji, Mahmud of Ghazni, Muhammad Ghori or Babur. So the Parama dynasty of Rajputs ruled the region around Malwa. The most famous ruler of this dynasty was Raja Bhoj. The Paramas ruled until Malwa was conquered by Alauddin Khilji. He was the Khalji Sultan. So here the correct option is A, Alauddin Khilji, as the Paramas of Malwa were finally defeated by Alauddin Khilji. Question number 5. The last major dynasty to embrace Buddhism was, so we know the Palas were Buddhist. They were the last major Indian dynasty to embrace Buddhism. Pala dynasty was founded by Dharampal. Dharampal also established famous Buddhist monastery and college at Vikramashala. So here the last major dynasty to embrace Buddhism was the Palas. So correct option is B. Next, the Turks were able to defeat the Indians in battle because, so let us read the option very carefully. The Turks were able to defeat the Indians in battle because of the lack of unity among the Rajput chiefs, or it was the slow moving elephants used by the Indian rulers were no match for the swift horses used by the Turks in battle, or it was the Turkish forces were better organized and led than the Indian forces, and D option says all of the above. So it was all of the above mentioned facts that the Turks were able to defeat in the Indians in the battle because Rajput's chief were also lacking in their unity, and slow moving elephants were used by the Indian army. On the other hand, swift horses were used by the Turks, and the Turkish forces were better organized and led than the Indian forces. So, here the correct option is D, all the above. Now, the next is during the early part of medieval period, which city replaced Patliputra as a leading city of North India? So, during the rule of later Rashtrakuta ruler named Dhruv Darvarsha, the empire extended. Dhruv Darvarsha defeated the Palas and the Gurjar Pratihas and annexed Kannauj, and then Kannauj replaced Patliputra as the leading city of North India. So, here the correct option is Kannauj. Now, the eighth one is Amok Varsha first was an accomplished scholar who wrote the poem Kavi Raja Marga or Prithviraj Raso or Rajatarangini or Vikamadeva Charitya. So, Amok Varsha first was a Rashtrakuta ruler. He was an accomplished scholar who wrote both in Kannada and Sanskrit, and he wrote the poem Kavi Raja Marga in Kannada. So, here correct option is A. Amogha first wrote the poem Kavi Raja Marga. Now the ninth one is after defeating which king of North India did Rajendra Chola assume the title of Gangai Kondam? It was Danti Durga or Prithviraj Chauhan or Devpal or Mahipal. So Rajendra Chola defeated Mahipal of Pala dynasty and annexed Bihar, Orissa and Bengal. As a mark of his victorious campaign, he assumed the title of Gangai Kondan, which means conqueror of Ganga. So Rajendra Chola defeated Mahipal of Pala dynasty. So the correct option is D, Mahipal. Next is the Uttara Mirror inscription near Kanchipuram records. Options are the generous grants given by Rajendra Chola to the priest of the temple, or the victory of the Cholas over Sri Lanka and Malaya, or the victory of Rajendra Chola over the Palas of Bengal, or the mode of election to village assemblies. So, the inscription extracted from the Uttara Mirror from the 10th century CE records the mode of election to village assemblies and shows how democracy was followed or practiced 1000 years ago. So here the correct option is D. The Uttara Mirror inscription near Kanchipuram records the mode of election to village assemblies.